In the middle of an endless desert, where the wind never rests and the sand is always shifting, a man arrives at a strange house buried deep inside a pit. A quiet woman lives there, caring for him with unusual warmth, cooking for him, helping him, watching him closely as if she never wants him to leave. At first, everything feels calm, almost comforting, but soon he notices something unsettling. Every single day, she digs sand nonstop, desperately trying to keep the house from being swallowed alive by the desert. That night, he decides to leave, thinking it will be easy. But the moment he steps outside, his heart sinks. The ladder he used to come down is gone. There is no way out. Panic begins to take over as he realizes the terrifying truth: he was never meant to leave. He tries to climb the sand walls, but they collapse beneath him, dragging him down again and again, leaving him injured, exhausted, and completely trapped. With no other option, he is forced to rely on the very woman who seems determined to keep him there. Refusing to accept this fate, the man begins to plan his escape. He pretends to be weak and obedient, waiting for the perfect moment. Then suddenly he strikes, tying the woman up and taking control. When a supply rope drops from above, hope returns. He climbs with everything he has, getting closer and closer to freedom. But just as he reaches halfway, the rope stops and he is thrown back down. In that moment, he understands the truth. The people above are not rescuers, but the ones controlling his prison. As days pass, survival becomes a brutal routine. Water runs low, and the only way to live is to dig sand every single day. Slowly, the man begins to change. His anger fades into exhaustion, and his desperation turns into quiet adaptation. He starts working alongside the woman, learning the harsh rhythm of this life. Yet deep inside, the desire to escape never disappears. He continues to think, to plan, to wait for another chance. One night, he finally acts again. Using scraps, he builds a crude hook and rope and climbs out once more. This time, he succeeds. He escapes and runs into the vast desert, pushing himself as far as he can, believing he is finally free. But the desert is endless and merciless. No matter how far he runs, he loses his way and unknowingly circles back to where he started. He's captured again, dragged back, and this time he is no longer treated as a prisoner, but as the woman's husband, bound to a life he never chose. Now broken but still alive, the man begins to accept his reality on the surface. He works, he lives, and he survives, but deep inside, a small spark of hope remains. He creates traps, hopping one day to catch a bird, tie a message to its leg, and send his cry for help into the sky. Because even in a place where escape feels impossible, hope is the one thing the desert cannot bury.